Ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you for joining us today. I am very pleased to once again return to Mabhuti, and I would like to thank the Prime Minister for his hospitality, as well as his staff members for their aid during this visit. I arrived on Friday with my Director of Human Resources, Ye-Chui, charged with the task of responding to a number of recent accusations at Berden Laboratories. As these accusations have recently mounted in intensity, I found it necessary to answer them directly. Since my arrival, I have worked closely with our local teams to better study the series of events over these past few weeks, to meet with the individuals in question, and to come to the truth of the situation. I am pleased to report that Berden Laboratories remains committed to our social initiatives, that we have not violated any local labor laws, and that all accusations in terms of child exploitation are simply false. Let me reinforce that the well-being of our employees is a top priority for our company. It is the only way to keep our employees happy, in good health, and willing to contribute to the team. Our employees in Mabhuti do not work more than 40 hours per week under normal working conditions, and up to 50 hours per week with paid overtime. I recognize that many of the groups who might critique our practices here in Mabhuti are in fact critiquing the labor laws of this nation. Labor legislation here in Mabhuti is certainly different than what we are familiar with in France. Children are allowed to work beginning at the age of 14 for up to 40 hours per week. This law was in fact affected by the Mabhutian government in an attempt to fight poverty and to provide families with additional income. As an additional effect, this law also provides the nation's youth with applicable skills, which help to raise the nation's standard of living. We at Berden Laboratories understand and support this legislation, as long as companies do not exploit it for their own financial gain. At Berden Laboratories, we have made an effort to limit the number of young employees on our staff to less than 20, and to limit their number of hours worked per week to less than 25. We currently have 18 girls between the ages of 14 and 15 years old, working 25 hours per week and attending classes at the Berden Academy. Any and all information reporting otherwise is simply incorrect. When we decided to move our factory to Mabhuti, I thought it was an opportunity, and even more an obligation to help the local community. This is why we decided to build the Berden Academy, a center which gives our children a complete education until the age of 16. We have received much criticism for this initiative, mainly due to the delay in the construction of the Berden Academy building. However, we assure you that our students are being educated inside the Berden offices until the inauguration of the new building, which will be held in 2 weeks' time. We invite you all to come and witness firsthand the quality and depth of this program on our inauguration day. Finally, I would like to thank our COO, Berden for his work on the ground during this recent period of increased intensity. The relocation of our factory was a much larger undertaking than we originally anticipated, and as it was our first initiative of the kind, we have done our best to properly respond to all the challenges that we have faced. We ask for your continued patience and understanding as we continue on this endeavor together. Thank you very much.